Hello and welcome back to another episode of Shenzhen I. I need to program some more. That's why I'm doing this. None of this makes any sense. None of these intros make any sense in context of the video, but I don't really care. It makes sense to me right now. So what did we unlock here? What is this? All workshop stuff. Yeah, no thanks for now, I think. Instead, let's read this email. Undocumented instruction. So I was chatting with a mate at the pub and it comes to light those Sheng microcontrollers we use everywhere have a secret instruction that isn't in any of the documentation. It takes the format of Gen P RIRI and it conveniently generates a parse on any simple I/O pin. The signal switches on, 100 and off, 0 for however many time units you want using the last two operands. Interesting. Gen P XY is equivalent to move 100p, sleep for X, move 0p, sleep for Y. Bloody hell, I could have been using this all along, it saves too many instructions. Jay, did you know about this? That is really useful. Yes, actually it is in the documentation, the Chinese version, just like the add conditional. What? The what? Yeah, exactly. Seems like many instructions are not translated yet. Putting an add symbol at the beginning of an instruction causes it to execute only once. How have you been initializing code? Yeah, okay, I see how it is. Wow. That is useful information. So with add, we can run something only once. And with Gen P, we can generate a parse. Alright. 3 kingdom tokens. Token-based payment kiosk. Also, yeah, I'm not going back to that right now. I might do later, but I don't want to optimize right now. I want to serve. Just different kind of experience. To my fellow expats, have you gone to a Three Kingdoms land yet? I just went to the one in Shenzhen. The recreations of ancient Chinese society, they are extremely fascinating. You even got old metal coins that you have to use to buy things with, as if you are really in the past. I watched the reenactors take my coins and then count them by hand. Isn't that bizarre? I thought I could use coin machines to count the money faster, so I negotiated a deal with them to build some here. Wouldn't a coin machine be a little out of place at a theme park is supposed to be historical recreation? Carl, I've already spoken to them about the look. The machine will have a beautiful carved faceplate design with dragons and heavenly mountains and all that stuff. It won't look out of place at all. The machine just has to know when you've put in the right coin total, such as the price of one, whatever. It rings a bell to let one person behind the counter know you to hand you your item. Then it makes change in real physical coins. It's really like bygone times. Well, not quite, but I guess so. Sure. Alright. Int 1, Int 5, and Int 12 are simple inputs connected to a mechanism that accepts and detects 1, 5, and 12 tokens. Makes sense. Bell is a simple output connected to a solenoid that rings a small bell when triggered. Out 1 and out 5 are simple outputs connected to a mechanism that dispenses 1 and 5 tokens as change. After a sufficient number of coins have been inserted, the payment kiosk should ring the bell and dispense change as indicated in the verification tab. Cost of the item is set by the operator using a dial that can be read as an X plus input. Okay. Stupid pin inputs, I hate them. But actually I can use this guy, right? And actually, can I use this guy again? Maybe. That's all wired up. That's something, right? Alright, so I want to Is this, what is this, X2? Yeah. Put that into that, I guess. And then all right, then we want to, I guess we want to read the inputs. How does it, okay, what does the input even look like? Yeah, it's always just one. So we can do like, we can just do a test on it, right? And if it's I don't remember the order of things. Is it? I think this is the top, so this is actually 1, 0, 0. Right, so if it is 0, 0, come on. If it is 0, 0, 1, then we want to do that. If it is, oh, but I'm reading it and then it's gone. So I can't really do that without saving it, which makes it hard to compare to. But I actually don't have to save. I'm thinking. I'm jumping around, which is not good. Just do that if it is. It's so hard to make good if statements. I hate that. I hate that. I really do. Because if I test and it's 0, 0, 1, then I want to add 1. Then it would skip this, but then it would also add 5 here, because that's also a plus thing. It's so annoying that it does that. And if I just do them all, I always test, and then, yeah, I guess that would work, but I don't like that for some reason. And then at the end of this, I would also have to test if it is greater than or equal to the price. How can I do that? I don't think I can do all of that here, maybe. I might run out of lines, is the thing. But I can do test equal x2. And if it is, then I just want to ring the bell, which is this. And if it's greater than that, then I need to figure out how much greater it is. And also ring the bell, I guess. best way of doing the change thing? Oh, how long is it? The bell has to ring for what, 4? Where does it say that actually? Bells and output connected to a small bell and triggered. After a sufficient number of coins have been inserted, the payment kiosk should ring the bell and dispense changes indicated in the verification tab. It doesn't say that anywhere. I hate that it doesn't say that in the... like, you have to look at the verification to know how long the bell is supposed to ring. I don't like that. I feel like all the information should be in information. I was just missing it. No, I don't think so. But it's like, it's 4. Whatever. But how do I do the math for the change, for the out here? What's the easiest way? Trying to think. Not having much success. I hate that I can't change the pin layout on these. It's so annoying. Because otherwise I could really nicely connect all of this. But like this, like it just can't. Guess I would have to use this instead. To ring the bell. But I can't move this in a way that lets me actually connect it from here to here. Right? No, that's impossible to do because I need this one here and this one there. Why can't I change the pin layout of these? Like, it's such a frustrating restriction. Actually, what does this even do? And this. They're not recommended. I think we looked them up. I think this is the first time they're not recommended. Random access memory. Random access memory offers embedded system engineers additional storage for today's increasing data-driven world, with a whopping 14 memory cells. With its convenient auto-increment feature, you won't have to waste precious registers keeping track of memory addresses. Okay, all memory cells initialize to a value of 0. All memory pointers initialize to point at the first memory cell. Memory pointers can be read and written over XBus with the A0 and A1 address pins. Yeah. Memory values referenced by pointers can be read and written over XBus with the D0 and D1 data pins. After reading from or writing to a data pin, the corresponding memory pointer will automatically increment to the next memory location. Don't really know how that works yet. Need to look at the example code here. Okay, write to memory. I get in input, move it to x3, right? And then 3 of them to x2. So the first one is the pointer. Yeah, I move a 0 here, and then I move the inputs into the memory. Sure. And then I move 2 to x3, 0, 1, 2. Which is the third value into the last one. I guess it's just reversing this, right? And then it's getting that from that to here. here. You can't see all of that. It's really stupid. Sure. And was the 200p instead? Like, which one is the 200 one? This one. What can this one do that the other one can't? Read only memory. Right, so I can only save stuff there and then. Right, and then I send like to the A, or yeah, to one of the A pins I send the pointer like 3, and then through here I get the value that's saved in 3. I think. Which I don't know how that helps me here. I mean, memory is not bad, but I don't really need to save a lot of things, do I? Like, what would I even save? I mean, I could save the values for the coins and then just send that as an input here instead of the 100 that I get. Like I could directly translate that. But I don't know how much that would save me in terms of lines and stuff. Yeah, no, but I need otherwise I need another board if I don't do this. This really sucks. I can't wire this up because this, and then like this can't go here because then I can't go out here. That's so stupid. And if I move the bell in here too, then I could have another DX300 here to do all 3 of the things here, but then that would not be great because why? Well, because I need the bell needs to ring for 4 and it's hard to keep track of that if I have to also do math. Because right here it's very easy, I just sleep for 4. That's it. And that's not very easy, but I guess I can pull it off. Would be 2 more lines, which I do have, so whatever. This is frustrating me. Because, yeah, what I'm doing right now. Whatever. I also can set it back to 0, can I? Yeah, there's lots of stuff wrong with this, but I don't know how to fix it right now. I don't know if I can work with this like base that we have, or if I need to change everything. I think this makes sense. Just because it turns 3 pins into 1 X-bus, so that definitely makes sense. I just really don't know if this makes sense at all. There's just so little room, I hate it. Actually, like this, I don't need a pin here. But there's still not enough space here. Can't do it like that though, it's too close. Can do it like this, however. But I can't connect this again. So I can't actually do it like this, can I? There's no way to get down here now. Unless I go here and here. And here. And here. Which changes everything a little, but whatever. No, wait, where does this go now? X3? Is this right? Yeah, it kind of is. And then this one here. I don't have enough lines. I can't make that work. That is this. If it's greater than, we need to send the bell and also send ECK over X1. And I guess this has to sleep until it gets an input, and if it does get an input, has to move that into ECK. Subtract the price, and then if ECK is greater than 5, subtract 5 and send this here to output a 5. But I just need to parse it, right? Ah, this is gonna be stupid. I don't have a good initial thing here, that's my problem. Because now I have 12, I get another 12 in, I have 24, 24 is greater than 16, so I ring the bell. Maybe? Yeah, the bell should turn on right now. I also send 24 down here. I subtract the price, which brings me down to 8. Alright, but this is gonna turn off, right? So we just need to actually do this instead. And screw the bell here. I will still need to sleep for 4, which I can't do, so this is our pointless. It's a pointless exercise, but let's just exercise it anyway. So now the problem here is I have 24 minus 16, so I need to give out 8 and change. I subtract 5 and send a 5 out. That is right. But I just don't do anything else here. So the 5 just stays on forever. At most I can be 2 5s over, right? Well, he has only 1 in these examples, but I'm sure it'll be ones where it's more than that. But then I guess the next move would be as long as it's greater than 5, jump here, and as soon as it isn't, we go down here instead and we do, if it's 0, and if it's not, we do, but you can't loop that now. And we also can't send an output here. I don't have enough space. I have no idea what to do here. I think all of this needs to be spread up more. This is not a good, like I don't have a good, I hate when the design, the initial thing I come up with is just garbage, like here. It makes it really hard to do anything. Okay. The parse for the bell I could have solved with the new parse command, which I already forgot, but it's in the email so we can look it up. Let's look at that again actually. Chen, okay. So it would have been Chen P1 And I actually could use that. No, I can only use that for simple IO. But I could use it if I don't use. I'm thinking I'm not finishing my sentences again. I could use it here too. If I don't use whatever DX 300 here, which I might not have to. Who knows what I have to and what I don't have to here. I can't make things work because I suck. Come on. Alright, we need to move the input into the save thing here, right? Otherwise you can't do anything. I wish it would be easier to like do else if. Something like that. And if ACK is greater than x2, is that x2? Yeah. Then we ring the bell. But also we move our ACK to somewhere else, I think. And then from here we'd have to we'll have to sleep until we get an input, save it into that. Move it. Oh, save it into ACK. Subtract the price. And then if ACK is more than 5, we want to generate a parse on P1 10 and then sub 5 and jump to 5, I guess, because we want to do that as long as it is greater than 5. And as soon as it's not greater than 5, we won't. It's not greater than 5, this doesn't run, this one doesn't run, this doesn't run, so we're down here now. We want to do the same thing. If ACK is 0, if it's not 0, we want to generate a parse like this and subtract 1 and jump to 0. So what are we not doing yet? I don't know. I'm sure I forgot something. Why does the bell just turn on? Oh, because this is unconditional right here. If it's greater, then move it and ring the bell. Right. Then it never sleeps. Right. this over here is messing up, and I'm never resetting ACK here. This is also a mistake. Let's fix that first. So if it is greater than our price, we send the parse and we move everything, and we want to reset ACK. Okay, so what's went wrong over here? I think this first part works, basically. We add 12, right. Second time around, we also add 12. It's 24, 24 is greater than 16, so we send a 24 here. Subtract x1, which makes this an 8. Ring the bell for 4 ticks. It's greater than 5 because it is 8. So we send the parse here. It's 3 now, so it's not greater than 5. We send this. Okay, this should wait, I guess. There should be a break, and there isn't. So that's wrong. And it just does that 3 times right away. So we just need to also sleep here, I guess. And I guess we need to sleep here too. Is there gonna be a problem? Or is that just gonna work? Why did that happen? Oh, because I'm testing if it's greater than 5. I should be testing if it's greater than 4. Not a very cheap solution, I'm afraid, but a working one at least. Or so it seems. Ah, not really working. Why not? What did we not consider here? I get a 12 in. No, I get a 1, a 12, and a 1, and it is 14, which is exactly right. So why does it not work? How do I set a breakpoint? Control or press click. Okay. I'm not really sure what's wrong. I hope it's something minor that I just overlooked, like wrong, greater than or lower than somewhere, or like I'm missing resets for something, which I don't think should be the case. So right here we have an in of 1 and then an in of 12, which is 13. It's not greater than 14 yet, so we move on. Next input, you get a 1. So we add a 1, we're at 14 now. Oh, it's exactly the price. Ah. How do I test for that? I need to also test if it's equal. I never, yeah, that's a special case I forgot, I guess. But I'm not resetting egg now. Ah, and I can't. Or can I? There's no other test, right? There's no... Well, there's compares. What does compares do? Compare the value of the first to the second. And if it's equal, it does nothing. It ignores both plus and minus, which is not really what we want here. That's such a stupid problem to have. Oh, I can just do... I'm not in the right window. If I just do... this, does this work? It does. Ooh. And we beat Chrome in all our categories. Great. That's the only purpose of this series, is to beat Chrome's solutions. And only the ones he has as I'm playing the level for the first time. I don't care. If he optimizes, I don't care. I don't care. So that's a pretty okay solution, I would say. I'm wasting a little bit of power and stuff. Mainly power. I'm wasting power because... when it's equal, I still send it over here, and then it also goes through this once. Like it does. 16 minus 16 is 0. It's not greater than 4. It's equal to 0, and then it's just... yeah. You could save that whole thing. We don't need to send this here, but I don't really know. I guess if I move this around, would that change things? Does this still work now? I'm not sure. I think yes, but I might be forgetting something. That should save me a little bit of power, I guess. No, it's the same amount of power, really? Even though I don't send anything there now? Huh. I thought it would be better. Because whatever, I don't mind. It's fine. Fine. One quick game of solitaire to end it. It feels like a solid start, I would say. Okay, actually I need to look. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The reds are really shallow this time, so we should probably go for those. Is it easy to do so though? Not really. But it's also not really bad. Can I get another 6 open somehow? Not really. So let's just do this to get rid of those pesky red dragons. And now we have 2 greens exposed already. Let's get the one up there, I think. That's a good move. Might be a mistake. It's hard to say. It's very hard to say. Yeah, 2 greens, 2 blacks exposed, which is not necessarily great. Can move this. This felt like a better move. But now I might be in trouble. This might have been, yeah, this might have been a mistake. Because I can't get anywhere. I can't get anywhere now. Well, I can if I do this. $449. Why? Actually, no, that's not a problem. Ooh, okay. Now I feel pretty good. Let's see if that is warranted or not. Actually, just wait a second. Do I need that even? Nope, I'm done. Another game won. Very good at this. Better at the solitaire than at the coding. But that is fine by me. But that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.